as we were saying, so setup wise, we could be a little bit closer. You can see on the mat here now how far away from the golf ball in terms of the gap there your feet. So you're quite a long way for the ball to start. I don't see much further away just by how far your feet are further back. What you probably got is a bit more of a lean forward to get to the golf ball, which in turn puts your balance on your toes so much, which can cause balance issues if we're not careful. If you're on the golf course, you're okay, but it could be leaning towards that. Okay. Now in terms of your backswing, okay, a little bit lower in this one here to start with, so it doesn't matter. Okay. The thing we're talking on the way down now is the transition from here, where your arms, if that's the line to the golf ball, okay. Let me get a line on here. There we go. What we want to try to fill, now your arms are a bit low, that's where your handle should be really, up there where your, this one is, okay. You want your arms to be sort of swinging down and in this way. Now you watch your hands on here now as they come back down, you can see them working above that red line, a long way at the top there. Club at this point now is way out in front of you there. If I put you in that position there, you wouldn't get much power. You probably miss the golf ball at best, barely in past a shadow. Okay, if we can get the golf club now, in this case you can see sort of working back a bit more underneath, from there, at least there you've got a fighting chance. Okay, now the club is a little bit open there, we can see sort of leaning back, there's obviously a bit more the face we've got to work on. Hitting those shots with that 50 size, with that sort of feeling of almost over hinging the arms and the elbow to get that club face square. But at least things are working down underneath rather than a big chuck over the top there to try and reach where that golf ball was. Okay, as you swung from here now, you can see the path of this golf club into the golf ball, it's almost hitting the tray there. So that's how far across you've come, whereas this one now, we can see we're still out of the line, but we're coming more towards the golf ball from a much more efficient angle there as opposed to there. That's just the vision of where those arrows are put. That's going almost 10 o'clock toward maybe 11ish kind of thing. So we get it a bit more, ideally to get the most efficiency in your swing, you'd want that. We don't want in to out, okay, it's in to square on an arc around your body. It's in to square to in, we call it, okay. Out to in's bad, in to out's bad, okay. It's still giving you a glancing blow. It's getting the more efficient hit down the line so your club can come through. Now your swing gets a bit low afterwards because you're trying to sort of pull it around your body, okay, as opposed to this, where this one gets a bit more up to where you're used to, but because you're up on your tiptoes, the balance was lost a little bit there with your feet. As we see, we can swing through. So in terms of that setup, just to summarise that, a little bit closer to it, so your arms are hanging down. Backswing wise, fine, but the sensation, again, you can do that wall drill, get that sensation as you're bringing that golf club down, you let the arms drop as the club works down behind you, okay. If you try and throw the arms out here, you're really going to get yourself in a stuck, because you just can't get the golf club back to the golf with any sort of power once that club is out there. The gap now between, look at the gap between your hands and arms. If you ever watch any tour players on TV, the point of contact, their arms are pretty much about that far from their body. Someone like McIlroy, if you look at his impact positions, he comes in with his driver, he's up here, he's in there. His arms into his side, and the hands will be very close, because that's where, if I said, okay, hold the most weight you could hold an awful lot more there than you could out there. Just obviously a general strength thing. The further your arms are from your body, the less strength you've got. And if I say, okay, put a club here now, if I say, okay, talk in terms of squash, okay, hit a squash racket, hit a squash ball, have the racket here, give it a whack, no problem. Have the racket out there, give it a whack. If you release your hand, you do it yourself, so you kind of have to do that side, and there'll be no power in that, okay? So from here, we can get some speed, we can make the most efficient hit possible with the racket. If we're out there, it's always going to be a side and across. There's no power, no speed, no real control of the club face. So if you can try and get that club feeling like you're unhinging it so it goes way left, that would probably, I would suggest, if you get a chance, one session of range, maybe two if you can. Hinge to there, unhinged to get the feeling it's going to go way to the left, okay? So you start manipulating that club head and getting more club head control. If you play squash, you can do it, no doubt. And you proved you can do it when there's no head cover, and you can swing the right path with the head cover. It's combine the two with the golf ball to get the right path and the right club face, and that's a trust issue. Because you've seen a golf ball doing that for a while, so you've had to then do that to get on the golf course. If you swung this with the correct path and the club face like that, it's going over there. So you then kind of got to do that to get the club face back to the golf ball. So your club face control is affecting your path, which then causes you to lunge the golf club outside the line. And obviously you can see you're losing. Well, hopefully you can see now why you're losing power. Yeah. Well, where the power's being lost, certainly. Okay. And with a hybrid, because the club's shorter, you're not going to be as far from the ball. You'll be more exactly, which is why a lot of people find they say, when I hit my 5 iron 150 yards, and my 7 iron 150, my 9 iron 150, because the more over the ball, the more efficient it is sometimes swing the golf club. So you can have it at the bow, but yeah, we've got to try and get back into that hitting position with the arms at least. Now, if we draw a line down from the top of your forehead there, you want your hands to be inside that. If we go on that one there, your hands are through that red line. Okay, so getting the arms in and down gets much more power and control. Give the information to the golfer we want, so we can send it out there. Well, 200 yards basically. If you play squash at I don't know what level you play, at any level to be fair, if you can create club head speed with a squash racket, you can hit the golf club. Yeah. And there's no reason why you can't hit 200 yards.
It used to be alright.
Yeah.
Straight and used to go for it.
Yeah, the thing with golf is, I mean, faults or whatever you want to call them, issues, swing faults, swing issues, evolve over time. It's like your car. If you leave things with your car for 3, 4, 5 years, things will start. You have the most expensive car in the world, the best car in the world, okay, but things will start going wrong after a while, won't they? So it's not a question of, you have to have like 10 MOTs or 10 services a year, but just to keep on top of it. So when things start going bad, before they almost get too bad, you nip it in the bud. Exactly, yeah, because the longer you come, if we think about it, if we sort of said, okay, right, there's where you want to be playing on that line there, if you start going sort of off here, the longer you wait to get back to that red line, the more work that has to be done to get back to where you want to get to. So if we could stop it here, okay, we're back there, we're fine. If we leave it a bit longer, if we go there, oh god, it's taking loads of time. So if it starts creeping back in, or the faults start creeping, and just as a check-up, and what I say, a lot of guys, like once every sort of 6, 7 weeks, have a quick check out, unless things are, oh my god, I've got the dreaded or I'm doing some really horrendous thing. Just keep check how the swing's ticking over to make sure you're sort of not falling into bad habits, because bad habits can creep in. If you're playing a couple games a week, as you might be, okay, bad faults can creep in that much a round, but after 10 rounds, that's that much. And that's enough impact to send the ball quite a long way offline, isn't it? So, make sense?
It does indeed.
Good
yeah.
man.